Thank you so much for joining us. As above, so below. We are definitely talking about mercurial energy. This is Hump Day. Happy Hump Day to each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for your continued and strong support of me, Samuel, Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. This is your first time in my live. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in African tradition. Those are the ATRs. I want to say to each and every one of you, my platform are for those, especially Christian people that want to practice the ATRs, or the one that have left the church and no longer want to be a part of the church, but you want to practice your conjure. Well, this live is also for you. What's up there, my baby Pisces in the house? Cuzzo in the house. Thank you so much to each and every one of you guys. As you're being notified that Apostle Ely is live, thank you for being a part of this platform, and I hope that many of you guys are actually learning and utilizing the information that I am freely giving, in hopes that many of us be developing into more effective conjurers and spiritualists, and just actually doing way better by ourselves. Is that not my Pisces Boaz in the house? Thank you so much. Much love to you, Bo. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for the comments under the videos. I tell you guys that this is definitely a day of healing for me, a day of restoration, and I do appreciate each and every one of you guys extending your hand of love and support to Apostle Ely. He said yes indeed. What's up there, Karen Cartwright, my California Cancer? What you doing and how you doing on today on Happy Hump Day? Y'all know I say if you ain't happy hump till you get there. You understand? Everybody need a happy ending. Ha! Praise Jehovah. Drink to that. To all of my Christian buddies, before we get started, these are the cards that I read from. These are the 72 names of God, technology of the soul, and to each and every one of you guys, to those in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, and Palo, whether you're in Santeria, whether you're a Mystic Adjay, whether you're a Yami, or whether you're a... what's up there, A. Johnson? Good evening, Chief. All right there, Aquarius, I see you. There go my Gemini, Karen O'Brien. How we doing on today? On Hump Day, we are here. I want to give you guys a little update. Where we at? Okay, give you guys a little update. I want to first say, let's say this. I want to say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello, Father of our church, Brother Johnny. Much love to you guys. Thank you so much for being here with us and being a part of these lives and utilizing this information so we can be better at what we do out here on this earth realm. I want to say hello to my Madrina and to my Padrino and to my Oba. Hello and salutations to my spiritual family, my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, and Lukumi. Also, what's up there, my Tasha Foster, my Aquarius? Good evening, Chief Apostle. Yes, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all got to remind me to put that handle on my name. But I want to say this also, guys. Bear with me today. This is actually the fourth Wednesday since the passing of Minister Mario, son of Ochosi Crown. So today was actually a very trying day for me, but I appreciate my son, my kids have been supportive, and many of you guys have been reaching out. Some of y'all don't realize that a lot of times it's hard to deal with certain things and respond to certain people when somebody else has been handling that business. So a lot of things that I did not have to worry about or consider, I have to do that now, and so therefore it's just a constant reminder of his absence in the physical. So I just want y'all to once again to understand that this is a healing process. It's not something that I am going to be able to just kick to the curb and keep it pushing. I do the best that I can, how I can and when I can, but I strive to bring forth the content that is here to not only be a healing for me, but also an eye-opener for each and every one of you guys. Some of my days I am doing quite well, and other days are very trying for me. So I like to keep it real in my spiritual journey. So no matter what is going on with me, that you have an idea what it's like to be living this spiritual life and dealing with some of the very same things that some people have to deal with, and how spirit ancestors or the Impungos allow us to what I want to say, how they allow us to resolve our issues or to get us to places where we can cope with what we're dealing with until we get our full deliverance. Okay, I don't believe that I have to come on here and I don't use the word play strong. I think I can come on here and be real and to help you guys as well as help myself. What's up there, Tree Rhonda? My Aries in the house, and then I got my baby Scorpio. I want to say thank you so much once again for the authentic love. And I want to talk about something, because this is our Bible study night, and this is normally when I break down stuff. And when it comes to universal laws, and the good thing about you will experience with me is you will in real time know that I really believe in my conjure. I really believe in my spiritual life, and that I dedicate. No matter what I'm going through, I sing a song in our church. Praise is what I do, whether happy or sad, up or down. And so therefore, a part of this journey is to present myself in a way that many of you guys, if you find yourself in certain spaces, you should not give up on your practice. You should not give up on your belief system because you're going through something that you would rather not be going through, or living in a reality that you wish something was very different. So a part of conjure is also accepting, as a serenity prayer, accepting those things that you cannot change. Because that is also a part of being spiritual. Understanding there are certain things that are etched in stone and they're not going to change. Okay? So I like to keep it real. And I like to, I talked with my supervisor today at my job because we have a lot of benefits on my job. And I asked that they would refer me to to get me some mental health, because I need some more tools to deal with this particular thing, because Minister Mario has been a great asset to me. And in spite of how other people have been treating me and dealing with me, Minister Mario made up a lot of that difference. And when you that person is no longer there, it's more obvious what people are not doing, what people are not sacrificing. But it's also obvious about a lot of you guys that have stepped up and show yourself to want to see me further in my crowning and further in the things that I'm doing. So this is why I talk like this, and this is why I share what I share. So you have a realistic view of how to do everyday magic and deal with your spirituality no matter where you are and what's going on in your life. Because at the end of the day, God is still in charge. Divine Mother is who she is. And hey, I'm still a chaos being at the end of the day, and I do understand that energy is not destroyed, okay? What's up there, Monique 444? We're going to still wish you a happy belated birthday. I hope you got you some. Anyway, so we want to say to each and every one of you guys, I want to talk tonight in Bible study. I was sharing with Mother Susan, because I think that especially whether you just started in spirituality, or whether you're intermediate or advanced, doesn't matter the tradition you're in. I think that a lot of people do not understand how magic works, and they do not understand how manifestation works. And just because you have tools, and just because you call on certain deities or spirits or ancestors, you still got to understand that their workings are going on in the background. And I don't believe that a lot of people understand what I'm going to talk about today. You do not have to force the willing. I was going to use, you don't have to, you can't rape the willing, but I didn't want nobody to make it sexual. So I'm going to use the topic is, you do not have to force the willing, okay? And I want to explain something to you guys, that if you find yourself, no matter if you in a natural world or the spiritual world, and you find yourself in this situation, and you see somebody that you care about that is in this situation, this is really going to help you guys, because it is also helping me. Now, I'm going to first start with Isaiah, the 1st chapter. Now, remember, universal laws are applicable to each and every person. And real magic is there for real issues, real circumstance, and real situation. Y'all know. So that's what I believe in. And even if I am not in the best of states, I still understand that God is in charge. Okay, Ola Damari, the Mighty and Zombie, the El Shaddai, Divine Mother, I still understand divine order. Okay, so Isaiah, the 1st chapter, 19 to 20. You're gonna get where I'm coming from in a moment. It says this, starting at the 19th verse. If ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. But if you refuse and rebel or go against, ye shall be devoured with the sword. For the mouth of God has spoken it. Now, This is not, I do not believe, and I never taught this, I do not believe in blindly following anybody. And that's inclusive of the chief apostle, Eli. Okay? I believe that grown people get involved in things with an understanding of accountability and responsibility. And my thing is, when you deal with immature people or self-centered people, these are the people that are going to treat their responsibility as though they're being forced to do something against their will. Let me talk to you on today. The reason why no matter what you practice, they tell you it is a personal journey. Because this is the problem. When a lot of times people get into Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, and Palo, and all of these traditions come with a certain level of responsibility and accountability. These people will act like they're Mambo, they're Hugon, they're Tata, they're Hugon, or they're Padrino or Madrino, are forcing them to do certain things or to buy certain things. This is when you deal with people that are not accountable. They always talk from the position of like somebody's making them do something. Somebody forcing you to be a husband. Somebody forcing you to be a wife. Somebody forcing you to be a tata. Somebody forcing you to be a saint. Somebody forcing you to come to work. Somebody forcing you to pay bills. No, when you're dealing with people that are willing and obedient, you will find that your life flows smoothly. Your even situations and circumstances, no matter how hard they get, when you got somebody that is willing and obedient to put their hands to the plow, I promise you, certain ma'am, you're going to get a better turnaround. I promise you, when you understand that you want to surround yourself or you want to be a part of people that you do not have to force or they don't feel forced to do anything. The Bible says he will cause men to give into your bosom. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. When you got people acting like they're being made to do something, they finna create problems. When you get in a relationship with somebody that is acting like they're being forced to do something, especially in spirituality, when they forget that they committed to something. What's up there, my spiritual sister Calvina in the house? All right, Cancer. Let me tell y'all something. You do not have to force people that are willing to be a part of something. You do not have to run somebody down to do something. Let me explain it to you like this. If you're going to be accountable, what's up, Nicole? Taurus in the house. If you're going to be accountable, then there's somewhere I can't get on this live and act like I don't want to be here. As though, I'm only doing this because the ancestors made me do it. I'm only doing this because the Impungos making me do it. People gonna feel like, well, you don't really want to service me. You really don't want to. You ever had somebody serve you at a restaurant like they were being forced to come to your table? The service is very different. When you have ever had the experience, I never had to force Minister Mario to do certain things when it came to my practice, when it came to my service. And why I talk about Minister Mario? Because I want y'all to know that I acknowledge what I am missing out of my life. Okay? I want you, as you grow and you develop, that a lot of stuff was going on in my life that people were doing the same thing they're doing literally right now. Lip service with me. Lack of action, lack of understanding who I am and what I really need and what I'm expecting. And Minister Mario took out the time to learn me. Because a lot of y'all get into these spiritual practice and get around other people that you do not take out the time to actually learn the person that you claim to be following, that you claim to be serving with, that you claim to be working with. Two can't walk together except they are in agreement. They must be willing participants. A lot of times, a lot of struggles come in your spiritual journey is because you are trying to walk with people that keep acting behind your back like they're being forced to be with you. They're being forced to be in a relationship with you. They're being forced to be a part of what you got doing. Versus being around people that are willing and they are ready to be obedient in order to follow the protocols, follow the situation. I get a lot of stuff done because I'm a part of things, and I'm also very willing to support and to give. That's my energy. That's my frequency. That's my vibration. Because I understand if I want to eat the good of the land of voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Palo, Kabbalah, Christianity, any of the ATRs, any other form of magic, if you want to eat the good of that particular practice, then you got to be a willing participant in the process of that practice. You can't be acting like your Baba making you do an Igbo because he's trying to make some money. All this stuff comes due to irresponsibility. Got to be all in or you will be all out. I like that, Nicole. That's right. Let me tell y'all something. Willing by definition means this: ready, eager, or prepared to do something. I'm going to say it again because some of y'all a little slow. You can't say you're willing to do something that you're not prepared to do. I'm going to say it again. You can't just say out your mouth something when you know you are not in a position to bring that thing that you are talking about. I can't go around and say I'm willing to heal you when I'm not a healer. I can't be saying I'm willing to prophesy to you when I don't know how to prophesy. I can't be willing to do things that are not in my measure or my capacity or capability. Okay? We grown. My lies ain't for the children. Stop telling people stuff that you do not have the capacity to fulfill. Now let me explain it to you like this. I said ready, eager, and prepared. When somebody is a part of something, they're ready to serve. They're ready to be a part. A lot of times people start drawing back because they're really not ready to serve spirit, serve the practice, serve the Impungo, serve God, serve Goddess, whatever it is. Understand, as you journey in this thing, if you ever find somebody or somebody finds you and they are willing, they are eager, they are ready, they are prepared to fit that particular position or placement in your life, and you do not have to force them. You do not have to ensnare them. You do not have to restrict them or bind them. But they are willing participants in the fulfillment of your dreams and your goals. I want to say to you guys, all of you that have helped me thus far in my crowning for Medifune Oya, I am literally $2,800 short of my derecho. I have said, and what made me really think about Minister Mario other than other stuff today, me going because we work together. I left out the house today, and by the time I exited the door, I realized, because normally I'm telling Minister Mario, hurry up so we can go. And I realized Minister Mario was not following me out the door. And so the process of dealing with his absence was that. But I also had somebody in my life that if I said I needed something, that he was willing and ready to resolve that issue. And it is an awakening to understand that my number one player is gone. And I want y'all to understand this. If you have an opportunity to be around a Tata, a Mambo, a Hugon, a friend, a family member, a loved one, a husband, a wife, and these people, I need y'all to hear what I'm saying today. They are willing. They are ready. You can't even finish the sentence. They on go. You can't finish what you need. They already trying to make it happen. When you get accustomed to certain people being in your life like that, and some of you guys, I do appreciate where you are with me in the support, but some of you guys are not in a capacity to fulfill certain things, and you can't commit to what we are doing here at that level because you have other prior obligations. You have other situations. This is why I teach it this way. I'm going to show you right here. Mark the 8th chapter. 8th chapter and 13 and 34th verse. It said this: and when he had called the people unto him with his disciples or learners. Also, he said unto them, whosoever will, don't forget that, that's the lesson tonight. Whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. So when you are practicing conjure, you cannot make it a forced thing. Whosoever will do voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, shamanism, conjure, any of these spiritual traditions, it is a choice. It is your will. It is your commitment. It is your readiness. It is your eagerness to perform the workings of your said tradition. That needs to be important. Because you're going to make your tata, your mumbo, your pastor, your apostle, whatever a leader that you are serving up under, you're going to make their job so much easier. And I promise you, it is easy to excel in an elay or a tradition or a business when people see that you are willing and obedient. This has nothing to do with slave mentality. This has nothing to do with brainwashing. Because when people don't want to be responsible and accountable, they want other people to feel like somebody brainwashed you. When you are choosing to be a part of something, when you are choosing to be dedicated to something, I'm not going to act like God is doing something to me because Minister Mario is no longer here. I am trying as a grown man to accept the realization and the reality of what is no longer there and make the proper adjustments that is necessary for me to continue my journey. That's what grown people do. They don't sit there and waddle in the mud. I embrace my pain. I embrace my disappointment. I realize that these players that I'm looking at, they was already on the field. They were already performing piss poor before Minister Mario ever departed. And so it's just more aware now because he's not there to clean up. You understand? Messy people been messy the whole time. Lying people been lying the whole time. People that been cheating their way and not fulfilling destiny and purpose, they've been doing that all the time. But when you're willing and you're obedient, it's no longer there. It just makes it more visible. That's all it is. It just acknowledging. But the show must go on. Let me continue on this. It says this. Verse 35. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. And whosoever shall lose his life shall whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel, the same shall save it. Now, what upset me with people, and I'm going to teach y'all this. You're going to go through some things. People will always act like certain people are in their way. People will act like certain people keeping them from doing certain things, right? And the beautiful thing about once the candlestick is removed, people have no more excuses why they don't do what they do. Huh? A lot of times, people felt like Minister Mario was blocking them from getting to me. Now Mr. Mario here and you still not getting to me. Okay? Now I need you to understand this. I already know that you do not have the capacity to commit to me on a certain level. So therefore I would never put that type of cross. I would never put that kind of commitment or responsibility on you when I know you have a partner. When I know that you have certain obligation, whether it's a husband, a wife, children, or you got your own business, you got other stuff. Minister Mario was willing to drop what he had going on to be a strong supporting actor in fulfilling my dreams, goals, and responsibility. You ain't gonna do that. Minister Mario was willing to sacrifice financially, his talent, his abilities in order for me to succeed. So therefore, I had no problem pouring back into Minister Mario. You understand? When you guys find you somebody, and especially to my TikTok family, especially to my YouTube family, especially to every man and woman that did not have to know all the details but support Apostle Ely. You did that willingly and you did that out of obedience to your own heart. The Bible says whatsoever a man has purpose in his or her heart. That's what you did, and I say thank you. I say thank you because you were willing. You didn't make me feel any kind of way in your support. You didn't make me feel any kind of way as though that I was begging. This is what I want y'all to understand. Will means it must be your will. It means with lots of enthusiasm and energy. When somebody is willing, they're excited. They're glad to do it. I'm going to say it again. There's some people come in my church and they act like they've been forced to get up and that I got a sawed-off shotgun forcing them to be in the church. Do you not know how much of an insult that really is to my energy, my frequency, and my vibration? Huh? When I have certain people call me and say, Apostle, whatever you need me to do, I'm willing to do it. But some of y'all don't understand. I'm the type of leader. I'm not fit to cause conflict in your house. Some of you guys, I know you are willing to jump up for me. I know that but you married. Huh? Minister Mario wasn't married. Y'all hear me? If I love you, my goal is not to disturb the peace in your house. Everybody don't have the capacity to give me certain times. And I got enough wisdom. When I look at you and I look at your circumstance, I want you to do what you have the capacity of doing. And be willing, I thank God for. And I want you to be excited about it. But at the end of the day, I'm not here to start no foolishness. I'm not here to bring confusion. A lot of times people do not care what you got to go through in order to serve. Is y'all hearing me real good? Hoodoo voodoo. Don't have your family or your partners or your business partner mad with the people that you trying to help because you don't know how to serve in peace. Before you leave that man or woman, go ahead on and get them some. So when you come and help me or anybody that's in these ATR, these people ain't got an attitude with who you trying to help because you not understanding that there's a way to do any and everything and keep peace. That means peace means do not disturb. I want y'all to learn that if you're going to practice the ATRs and you're going to get into certain tradition, do you have the capacity to serve the Loas that way? Do you have the capacity to serve the Impungos that way? Yes, willing. Willing means ready, eager, and prepared. You can't just have one without the other. Because you don't want to cause a disturbance. And now we can't serve the spirit in peace because your husband driving by the church. Because your husband driving by the river. Talking about you out there talking about you're working with an old shoe. He think you out there, I'm out there busting you down. You understand? Because you don't know how to leave your house in peace. I don't care if you gay, straight, or bi. I want y'all to learn how to serve the spirit and not create disturbances in the practices because you don't know how to keep peace among the spirits. The spirit of your husband, the spirit of your pastor, the spirit of your tata, your mumbo. You shouldn't bring people, let me say it like this. You shouldn't make the people that love you and support you uneasy about the people you serving. Huh? I'm going to say that again. Your will should be with lots of enthusiasm and energy. I'm here on a platform to show you in real time that I am quite anointed, quite gifted, and I still have people that come to my church, give as though I am forcing them to be a part of something as though they get no benefit out of it. There are people that are in elays. They're acting like their tatas, their madrinas are forcing them to give the retro. At no time have I made my padrino or my oba feel like they're taking something from me. I know what it costs to get crown Medifun Oya. I am not making him feel like he's taking something from my household, knowing what I'm going through. You know that I just lost Minister Mario. You knew what that cost. You knew that derecho was a part of that process before Minister Mario departed. It ain't changed. I need y'all to really hear what I'm saying. Some of you guys get into stuff, and because you're going through something, because a situation come up, you want to now make like what you committed to, somebody forcing you to give something you said that you wanted to give, something you said you was going to support. I ain't talking about everybody because some of y'all have already been a blessing. Do not get what I'm saying confused. I'm using myself as an example for you to see it universally. Padrino Michael, my Oba, already told me what it cost, the derecho that was needed in order for me to be crowned Medafun Oya. Okay? I am $2,800 shy of that. I am not going to make them feel like they need to understand what I had to sacrifice to take care of Minister Mario. I'm not going to make them feel like they got to understand all of the stuff I had to go through. And so therefore they should give me a different price or a different service because of what I am going through. That thing on both ends. Let me explain something to y'all. In obedience, in growing, in developing, somebody take care, audit them. You need to understand when it comes down to relationship, service, and spirituality, universal truth, universal laws. You need to be in a position where people understand what they are working with and that it is a personal choice, and you shouldn't make your family or loved ones feel like somebody in that practice is forcing you into something where you personally have committed yourself to. Is anybody truly understanding what Apostle Ely is saying? When you show up to something, act like you're glad to be there. When you are a part of something, act like you're glad that you're a part of that. When you are making certain decisions to make certain sacrifices or give certain things, whether it's your time, your talent, or your treasure, that nobody is forcing you. Don't ever make your leaders feel like to other people that somebody is forcing you to do something, and now they have a certain type of energy towards that individual when it has nothing to do with you being forced. It is a choice thing. Hello, how y'all doing? Everything's about energy. Everything is about energy. Would you like to be married to a man, gay, straight, or bi? I wanted to cover all areas. And every time you turn around, you're hearing from somebody in their family or close to them that they wouldn't be with you as though you got something on them, roots. This is why I got out of a certain marriage before. When the moment you acting like I forced you or did some type of spell work for you to be involved with me, I'm out. The moment people don't understand, when it comes to me, I'm a Sagittarius, my moon is in Aries, my rising sign. You are freely here on your will. It is not a spell, it is not a spirit that is forcing you to do anything for Apostle Ely. Whatever you do, I do not like that, because I don't want nobody forcing me to do. I want to do stuff from my heart. I want to do stuff because I desire. That's why I don't have no regrets when I do stuff, because I'm willingly doing that. I'm willingly serving. I am willingly supporting. I am willingly investing. And when somebody make you feel that you're in a relationship with them because of a force, well, I can't leave her because she's going to put me on child support. How do that make you feel? Are you eager to keep investing in that relationship when your partner, your godson, your goddaughter is going around making people, or your member going around making people think that you got something on them, and that's why they dealing with you? That's why they supporting you? Come on, y'all. This live for grown people. When you are willingly engaging in relationship, Minister Mario has never made me or made his family feel like I had something on him. That's why I trust him on certain level. Some of y'all, you don't understand. The way you behave, you will make people think that somebody making you do something. Instead of you being enthusiastic and glad to do, being a cheerful giver, you're trying to act like you're being forced to do something, when the truth is you committed to saying that you're going to do certain things that you just did not do. Ain't nobody taking nothing from you. Stop going around here trying to make like somebody taking something when you have committed to something and you just reneged. That's the real truth. You just broke rank. That's the real truth. Stop going that, and that's immaturity. How can the practice grow in glory? How can the practice grow in honor when the people that are part of the practice are immature and they are more concerned about making people think somebody trying to do roots on them or witchcraft or sorcery or conjure, especially a person like me. Y'all know how many times I have been blamed for stuff that I ain't got nothing to do with. When you have the capacity and the skill set to do certain things, people make you their personal scapegoat. That's why I talk like I talk. I say, people say, oh, you act like you don't need, no. It ain't that I don't need people, but I'm not going to have people run out here acting like I done put something down. I put protection down in my church, but I ain't put nothing down in my church to make you be in my church. If you come to my ministry, if you come to my platform, you resonated with what I'm talking about and what I'm doing. I ain't gonna force, just like I ain't gonna force you to give, I ain't gonna force you to serve, I ain't gonna force you to be there, because I don't want to be in nobody's company that ain't willing and want to be there. You understand? I don't want to be intimate spiritually or naturally with nobody that ain't willing to be here. When you be here, I don't care if you gay, I don't care if you straight, I don't care if you bi, I don't care if you rich, I don't care if you're poor. I don't care if you're educated or not. But what I do care about, that you willing to be here. And what I do care about, if you out here pretending that you are being forced to be in my company. And baby, I'm too grown for that. I'm 50. I'm grown for that. Huh? No matter what Minister Mario has sacrificed me, he never went back and told nobody what he gave and act like I made him do that. I made him sacrifice. I made him come to church. He did that and he was glad to do it. And it's just an often reminder of the people that around me that they act like Mother Susan is willing. Different ones in my church willing. I don't want to start name calling because then I be done forgot somebody and then I got to deal with some pettiness because I didn't call your name. Oh, Apostle, you know I would have done that. Apostle, you know I don't. No, I don't know. I know you will do a capacity, because willingly means that you can actually do it. And if you were willing, that means that you are not giving me the support because you don't want to give me the support. Which is it? Because either you ain't got it, you just ain't got it. Or you got it and you just ain't willing. It can't be both. And in life, y'all got to understand, that's what it really is. I'm not interested. I can do a lot of things when it comes to my magic. That is true. I'm not going to sit here on this live and pretend that I cannot force people to do certain things. It is my choice not to. If it ain't a court case, if it ain't a spirit trying to destroy me, I can be violent, because the kingdom of God suffer violence and take it by force. I can force, but as far as forcing people to be in my life, I'm not going to do that. That's something I was taught very young. I am never going to force somebody to be in a relationship with me. I don't care who it is. Huh? If this ain't enough to force you, if this ain't enough to make you want to be here, and what I put down ain't enough to make you act a fool, huh? And bring you to Nutsville, I ain't finna do it, huh? If this stem, of Jesse don't do it, if this rod of correction can't do it, if this fiery tongue of mine can't do it, baby, I ain't finna do it. I'm not finna spend my energy, my ashe, my chi, my prana, forcing nobody to sit down in a chair in apostolic. Sit down and follow Apostle Ely. No, if you following me, if you take out the time in your day to be a part of what's going on, it's because you want to be here. I ain't worked a spell or conjure. That's why you can freely. Let me explain this. I had one. My first wife. Their family thought I had put roots on her. So I explained it. I said, if you had roots on you, then why you so rebellious? The whole purpose of putting roots on somebody is to bring them under control, right? So why you do what you want to do? Why you still have your own mind? Why you still tell me no? If I had roots on you, I would suppress your will, and then you would be more obedient to me. Huh? The way that you acting is a very indication. If I had roots on my saints, I wouldn't have some of your money. I would have all of your money. That the idea that you come to church when you feel like it's an indication that you do not have no spare work on you. Because if I put spare work on you, your ass would be there every time the doors open. Huh? You wouldn't have no money. You wouldn't have no money to get no hair done. You wouldn't have no money to get no clothes. You wouldn't have no money to pay your bill. Because if I'm going to take out my time to be called, and for somebody to say that about me, then I'm taking everything. Hear me real good, y'all. If I'm going to put some sorcery, some conjure, some hoodoo, the voodoo on you, I'm taking all your shiggity. Huh? I'm beating your back out every day of the week. Not just when you feel like it. I'm not getting some of the check. I'm getting it all. Because if I'm going to put you in something, I'm going to do conjure, Chief Apostle Ely going to do it. Oh, I'm going for the whole check. Oh, no. I want the check and the tip. Because when your family talk about me, they're going to be telling the truth on me. I took everything. I mean everything. But as long as you can behave the way you behaving, it's an indication I don't have no spell work on you. How many Sundays you done missed? How many times I asked you and asked for help for certain things that you did not? And you did what you want to do, how you do it. That's because I ain't got no conjure on you. Because I believe the same type of energy you put out, you get back. So if I don't want nobody forcing me to do nothing for me, if I ain't going to force you to do something for me, why would I force somebody to do something for you? Make it make sense, y'all. That's why I say my lives are for grown people. Some things should be so obvious. Some things should be so clear of what type of person you dealing with. Just because I tell you I'm not nothing to play with does not mean that I'm out here making people do anything, because I don't. People are compelled by what the light and the energy and the frequency that I disperse. That's what they drawn into. And when you decide as a grown man or grown woman to support my website, support my products, or counsel anything, that's a choice. And I would like that you would go and exemplify that to each and every one, that I am doing it because I am willing and I decided to obey. And obey is I choose to operate with what he got going on. That's a choice. I want you here because you want to be here. I want you to support me because you want to support me. I'm 50 years old, y'all. I need people that want to be here. Because I can get more done with the willing and the obedient than I can do somebody out here acting like I'm forcing you to do something. I'm dragging you to help and support. And that is not what Apostle Ely do. I ain't never had to do it before, and I ain't going to. I have left relationships behind somebody insinuating or implying that I did some type of magic on them. Huh? And when they don't want to tell the truth, that when I beat your back out, that's what keep you coming back. It ain't because I dropped no powder down there. No. Tell your mama the truth. Huh? Why you cannot shake. You dick dizzy. That's what's wrong with you. That ain't got nothing to do with the conjure. It's the stem of Jesse. It's the rod of correct. I don't like that kind of stuff. I'm a very clear person. Huh? And if I'm going to take something, I'm going to take it all. I'm not going to leave you something. Because if I'm going to be talked about, I'm going to be talked about for something I did. To my own self be true. Come on here, Miss Lady. Pisces in the house. Let me tell y'all something. It took a long time for me to get to certain places in my life. It took a long time for me to have certain reputations out here. And if you are a grown man or grown woman and you have truly labored for where you are in your life and you work hard for certain things, the last thing you need is somebody talking about you forcing them. You don't have to force the willing. Yes, completely equilibrium off balance, Monique. Absolutely. I ain't the one. You're going straight to Nutsville fooling with me. That's why I tell people you don't want this. I'm telling you, you do not want this. It causes problems in your life. People going to think I done something to you besides sexual. And they gonna be right here talking about I done did my conjure and look how he make them women act crazy. It ain't, baby, it's skills. Huh? Sir, you don't want none of this, huh? You gonna be out here writing bad checks. You gonna be out here doing, you don't. This ain't what you want. Why is it when people serve me willingly, they got to be going with me? Why people can't love me, honor me, and respect me? I deal with this all the time in the church world, especially people can't serve and be a part of something and be committed without you thinking they sexing everybody. Huh? Ain't that crazy? Everybody can serve you and it be honorable. But if they serve me because I'm delicious and sexy and I talk sexual, that everybody that's a part of Apostle Ely and being with Apostle Ely, I got to be dicking them down. The men and the women. Huh? I guess that's why Shango in there can barely walk right now, because I done took them dog paws and put it to him. Understand, there are literally people out here that honor me and respect me and want to see me win. They want to see me crown. They want to see me support. And so they do it out of love and respect for what I'm doing. It ain't because they're being forced. And don't be jealous when you see people willingly being here, willingly supporting. I put the work in. I asked some of you guys, I got $2,800, and if you want to turn around and say, you know what, I'm going to make sure that comes to pass, but possibly going to have that, that's not a forced thing. I brought it to your attention, told you, that's all it was. Because if somebody going to do something, they're going to do it. If they ain't, they ain't. And I ain't going to get on here and get mad with people. Because if God said a thing, he going to bring it to pass. It's just that simple. I hope this helped. I hope you really understand that I want people excited about what I'm doing. I want people excited about where I'm going. And I don't want nobody to feel bad if they cannot do something at this time in this space of their life. Because that is not my agenda. I don't have a reason. I don't want you guilty, because I don't want guilty energy. Oh no, I don't need none of that. I don't need fear. I don't need none of that. All I need is people that resonate with me, that was willing to do whatever it takes to help me get there. That's all I need. I don't need to do all that other stuff these other people doing. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to trick you. I'm not going to pretend. I ain't doing none of that. Ain't going to do it. I don't do it to my children, and I'm not going to do it to you. I don't do it to my family, and I'm not going to do it to you. Huh? I don't have to manipulate until the wheels fall off. All right, that's my baby Scorpio. Sting. I hope that many of you guys that listen to me, that through my process of what I do, that you take this from somebody that lives this, that I'm showing you the process. I'm showing you the everyday journeys that come on the days that I feel like, on the days that I don't feel like it. I say to many of you guys, I hope that you understand I am so thankful, because let me tell you something. I have few people in my church that I can count on. Normally it's mostly Minister Mario, Sister Tree, Sister Monique, Mother Susan, that are Sister Cal, and Sister Nicole. They take care of the church. There are certain people that cover certain things that I don't have to concentrate on. But there are very few people that can fit the mold of Mr. Mario, because one of the things that I have to have for you to be able to be in that position, I have to be able to trust you with people's business. I have to be able to trust you with finance. Mr. Mario handled all of the finances. Mr. Mario has never stolen from me. He's never, Mr. Mario can transfer from one account to the next. For years, he's been able to do that. I have never had a financial issue. Hey there, all right now, you don't got me distracted with that handsome. You know I'm a Sagittarius, I get that. And so when I tell you guys that certain people fit certain category, you are not gonna sacrifice for me like that. You're not gonna give all like that. He would. Certain people in my church would. They have done certain things to put me in a position I wouldn't be in right now if it wasn't for certain people. Because some of y'all don't want me to mention your name, so I ain't going to do it. But there are certain people, if they had not made certain sacrifices, I would not be $2,800 short of my goal. It is because of people like that that are willing to do and to support at that level. When you ain't willing to do that, then don't turn around and say that Apostle Ely is showing favor to, because it ain't about that. It's about who going to ride with me. Who going to make this thing happen? If you can't give, then pray about it. If you can't pray about it, then speak a word about it. I like everything ain't about money, but this particular process is about finances. And I want you to understand, you cannot get a $2.5 million house without no money. It's not going to happen. You got to be able to manifest it, either being able to make the payments or being able to cash pay for it. We live in on the earth realm, and that's what it is. You're doing a great job, and I have learned a lot and still learning. Thank you so much, A. Johnson. I do appreciate that. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of people not going to be real with you like this. A lot of people not going to tell you the pros and cons of stuff. I don't want nobody, because a lot of times we can choose what we show on social media, and we can make this thing look so easy and so glamorous to people don't know a lot of the behind the scenes. I want y'all to know that everybody don't ride with me. I want y'all to know that people lie to me too. I want y'all to know that people choose to pretend that they're doing the best that they can when I'm a seer, when I can hear from heaven. But then they wanted me to give all, but they ain't giving up. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. And then they tried to make like Minister Mario was standing in the way, that he was such a problem. And now this is the 4th Wednesday. Minister Mario is not here with me, and you have not filled those shoes yet. Because at the truth be told, you never had no intention of serving me at that capacity, because you couldn't. Then why cause problems? Why create issues? Why make certain statements that is not true? When the truth is, you are never going to give all like Minister Mario gave all. That's why I talk about it. Everybody, you do a lot of explaining. If they want to go, let them go. Medee said it best. Let me explain something. I'm explaining why I explain. As a teacher that gives problems or curriculum and does not explain the reason based off of that, then people don't see the value of certain things. I know that a lot of times when you see other leaders coming out here, certain things, if you tell somebody you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink it, and don't explain the validity and the value of it, then they could easily throw that or hear that and throw that away, because they don't understand what is the responsibility about giving them the information. I am a teacher at heart, and so therefore a part of being able to teach people is to explain certain things. So somebody may not catch on from this analogy, but they'll catch on from that analogy. So please understand that I do things this way because it is necessary. Because there's too many people out here that is getting things wrong. There's too many people out here drawing conclusions that they don't have a clear understanding. They don't have all the facts. Because remember, even in the court of law, they say tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. And most people that get on these platforms do not tell the whole truth. So therefore, people cannot process things correctly without enough information. So therefore, they can make a proper and registered decision. Because that's what I believe grown people do, no matter what magic they practice. You cannot make a decision without the necessary facts. So that's why I explain. So I hope that helped you as well. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so very much for your support, your love, and your consideration. Also, hit those like button. Also, guys, thank you so much for going in and allowing other people to read your comments after the videos. I may be a little luku, but I ride for Chief Pop. I know that's right, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Hey, how you doing, Danielle Gregory? Yes. So I have a I'm gonna close on this. I was sitting in church one Sunday, and my pastor was preaching, and she was preaching so hard. So after church, she was preaching my whole this shit time prayer, and I felt like I had a guy delivered beyond that state. So after church, I'm like, listen, I'm ready to go to the next level. And I'm trying to do this and this, right? So she stopped me in the midst of my statement, and she said, Sam, man of God, hear me. She said, you're not the only one that I am preaching to. See, when you're on this journey and you think that my job is to only give you what you have need of, and not realizing, like the Bible said, I have to cast a net because I'm ministering to a multiple of people on different levels and different time zones of life. And so therefore I have to give enough where no matter who they are, whether they watch this today or they watch this 5 weeks from now or 5 years from now, that they can get something out of my message. So I am not just speaking unto you. Are you doing readings tonight? Yes, honey, I'll do a reading for you. I sure will. For my Natasha Foster. Yes, I will. Aquarius. I still walked off without the iPad. So my point was to bring her that I learned early in ministry. Do not tell the leader what to do or why to do, because you don't understand why he or she is doing what they're doing. Because you done made it a you thing instead of a us thing. She just let me know I wasn't that important, that she just had to preach only to me. So I hope that helped. You're welcome, baby. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bring into light of my eyes, concerning Natasha, false to the Aquarius. Natasha, false to the Aquarius. That which is in the dark, bring into the light of my eyes, concerning Natasha, Foster, the Aquarius. What is it that this Aquarius needs to focus on? What is it that this What is it that this Aquarius needs to focus on? Who felt that? One more time. Thank you, baby. All right, let's see what 3 cards we got for her. And thank you, Brother John. Let me tell y'all something. Due to Brother Johnny, I'm helping tremendously. I am down to $2,800. So I thank you so much for your support. He's the father of our church, and I do appreciate all that you guys do. Aquarius, your shadow card comes up. Speaking the right words. Yud Zayin. It said, I silence my ego, push the mute button. Now I call upon the light to speak on my behalf on all occasions, so that my every word elevates my soul and all existence. Your shadow card's coming up in Psalm 27. It talks about allowing the spirit, your spiritual side, to rectify situations for you. It talks about elevation. So I'm going to also say Psalms 100 along in shadow, because this is like what they want you focusing on, allowing your angels that he gave charge concerning you to go before you. But this card is talking about elevation. So you done said what you got to say. It's time to be about what you're doing. Then look at this card coming up for Aquarius in present. Freedom. Freedom card sits in the middle. Mem Zadak Resh. It said, I perceive the balance and a harmony that fills all creation, especially in the hardship, challenges, and tests that I now must face throughout life. If this is not Aquarius. With the power of this name, I arise the strength to pass all those tests, to rise. Here, elevation is coming because this is in your shadow card, and it's talking about in your middle card. It says to raise to higher levels of being and to gain joy and fulfillment that accompanies true spiritual transformation. Aquarius, it says, I unlock the chains of ego. Both of your cards talking about ego, and achieve freedom. This is on target. This has a lot to do with your elevations this year. And then your outcome card comes, enough is never enough. It says, Delayed None Yud. It says, my eyes and heart remain focused on the end goal at all times. Look at this. See, this is why I love energy. I love frequency and vibration. It just tells the story. It says, I awaken the persistence and the passion to never, that means never settle for less. This is the card that speaks about what is to come in your outcome card. This card right here is talking about being persistent. This card is talking about keeping your focus on the end goal. That's your eyes and your heart. Being focused on that. Do not get distracted. That basically, this is like, do not get off the yellow brick road. That's bam. Do not get off the yellow brick road. Yes, baby. I know exactly for this reading is about spirit. Don't miss at all. Not now time. Yes, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me tell y'all guys, I love what I do. And this actually makes me feel good, and it's very healing to me to be able to come out here and to share certain things with you guys. Remember, I teach universal law, so no matter what you and where you at in life, that you can utilize some of the information. I do realize that some people think they're more advanced until they get in my advanced classes, then they find out they ain't that advanced. You know, they think they on a certain level until they see what I actually have the capability and capacity to do. Then they realize you might not be as spiritual as you thought you was, and you might not be as powerful as you thought you were. So I'm out here not pretending and putting on, but this is the life that I live, okay? I appreciate your likes, I appreciate your shares, and I also appreciate your support. And at this closure, Mother Susan has cooked for me so I can get something to eat. I went to work today. I've been back to work. I worked last week, and I started working last week, getting back to work now that Minister Mario has we have been able to lay him to rest. I don't have to go to dialysis like I was going, so I go. UPS might go on strike though. I don't know yet, but anyway, I have been going back to work. I went in earlier, and they just said I was not emotionally there. I did, like I said earlier, I did speak with my supervisor to get some mental health information, so I can get some tools so I can get through what I'm getting through. I am not sad. I just know what I have lost. I spent a lot of years investing in Minister Mario as far as my knowledge and my understanding and my energy, and teaching him how I do things, and him catching on really quick in his business aspect. And I mean, he was just very dynamic in so many different ways, and it made my job a lot easier. And a lot of you guys got a lot of things done quickly, not because of me, but because of Minister Mario knowing how to work that computer and getting my orders. And he understood me. He respected my privacy with my clients, because I'm very, very finicky about y'all. And so he had a lot of respect for that, and he didn't cross those lines. He wasn't trying to start his own thing up under me. He wasn't trying to draw nobody to him. He was the best supporting actor I could have ever asked for. I do desire somebody else to fill that space, but I'm just like, I didn't. God sent him into my life. Goddess would have to send somebody else that fit those shoes or greater. So I thank God for his service, and I will always honor him and venerate him. You might get sick and tired of hearing about him, but he is crown Ochosi. He is still the angel and spirit that works with me and as a part of my life, and he will be forever with me. And I thank God for him and those that support me. Please understand, I thank God for you, especially you on social media. Please understand, I do not say that lightly. You have made it so possible for so many things to take place, even when my very own were not supporting, even though they have benefited off of my gifts, my talents, and my energy, and some even my credit. But thank you, because I am grateful, and I am looking forward for what God has for Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. And to each and every one of you guys, Medifun Oya, Medifun Oya, Medifun Oya. God bless.